I'm hearing possibly dancing at 11 as I look at this card here. I'm going to read from the book, the Old Tour card. This is the card of Pinocchio, let's say. So it says, denial concerning the truth so you can manipulate and control a situation. Fear-based communication, creating a narrative to hide behind. Not allowing the fear of what others will think to influence your words. Learning to communicate from a place of authenticity. You or someone else is telling a tall tale right now. You always know if a falsehood is spoken because it doesn't feel grounded. When you lie, you get high on illusion, sense of power that is doomed to fail at some point. You feel driven by the fear of exposure, but something makes you stick to your story, even though you know it has no substance. Whatever lie we are caught up in isn't as important as the motive for it. Why does anyone lie? Perhaps we don't believe the truth is good enough, or we want to keep doing what we know we shouldn't be doing. Then there is the lie put forth while in denial, such as hiding an active addiction. In this scenario, we may believe our own lies. The tall tale, the white lie, the stretching of the truth, and the blatant fabrication are all about control. The desire for it, the lack of it, the need to maintain, so we can manipulate the outer world and hide our inner one. Today, ask for the truth, be willing to pay the price, and be okay with the vulnerability your lie is exposing in yourself and others. Transparency is required to get to where you need to go, to be truly empowered, to reveal the strength of what is true and authentic. I was going to say abundant. Any other path leads to a dead end. Remember the saying, the truth will set you free. And get ready to fly unfeathered. And then going back to the last reading, the one prior to this. And it says, Pinky promise, only your friends know your secret and only your friends can reveal it. Somebody feels that they can reveal something about you that's going to kind of discredit your character and who you are. But these people are going off of an old version of you. Something that can possibly sabotage a character. But have no fear. Have no fear. Because this is a very cowardice, weak, very weak-ass energy. The Most High is going to reveal all. I'm kind of getting an image here of where someone may betray themselves to be perfect, but understand nobody's perfect. We only aspire to be better than we were yesterday. We only inspire to do our best in this lifetime. Because once we know better, then we strive to do better. But it's when you start manipulating it with things like this, you start messing with the algorithm. Like you're intentionally calling out for entertainment, is what I'm hearing. So it says here, this is what I said at the end, in the last reading, it says warning to or warning from. A powerful master, manifester of truth. I feel like there's a lie around true identity, zodiac signs, heavy Pisces energy, and air energy, but strongly Pisces energy. But anyway, when I read energy. I pay attention to details. They say the devil is within the detail, or however that saying goes. Signs and the synchronicity. Like I pay attention to when someone may not know how many children they may have. One video says this, another one says that. What age they are. One video says this and another one says that. When I see a screen flip, it don't make sense. It kind of reminds me of some kind of mirror energy kind of, you know? Like, why would anyone do that? And whatever else, you may intuitively pick up on the signs and the synchronicities of those you're seeing in front of you on screen that's not really truly who they say they are. Energies that you sense because you're highly intuitive from the start age. You was born to sniff out, let's say, these earth angel chasers and expose them for who they truly are. Vulture energy. Out for the money and the fame and the fraud. You should have said your soul, you should have said it to the Lord. Oh God, bet you're fine for you stars. Go put it in your palms and go chant for your songs. Oh Lord. And as I say that, I look down and I see let it go. Open your heart up to love. I wouldn't say who is only mainly one energy when you don't even have it in your chart. I wouldn't say that because who am I to judge? But one thing I do understand is now how the algorithm flows on YouTube. So if you put out enough of one zodiac, you're going to draw in a particular person. But always remember, Satan, you don't call out the divine calls you out. Karmic, show your face, and do not make me dry your out like a shoes lace. I want to teach you something new, and then this a new age race. Karmic, show your face. Because who wakes a praying lioness with their child? Energy. Defend to the end. Me no know about you and me no know about your friend. Me hear about the place you and your dirty friend attend. One thing me know, me have a picnic to defend. Baba, why involve the children? I start noticing the signs and the synchronicities after I stop channeling into that channel. When I realized what it was all about. And the Most High said, starve these karmics from your energy and deter. And that's what I did when I created this channel. They tried to create a confusion for the divine, but instead the confusion was set over them, because the Most High said only time will tell, and one by one they're going to be exposed for who they truly are, publicly. I didn't even understand at the time, going back to the readings that I did back then, and I was guided to listen to throughout the night. Is the reason why my voice is a little bit coarse. I'm going off of every little sleep, because this is some kind of Sherlock Holmes. See, you know, you decipher something, but I've been deciphering it, but now it's just all being put together, and the way how it's just aligning, the way how the numerology, the synchronicity, everything is just aligning. It's just aligning. Shape-shifting energy, trying to tamper with somebody's dreams kind of energy, all of them things there. When I look, me I see. Or when I'm not listening, I can hear. Even when I don't want to hear. Let's see. High five for me, please. Card number 22. Voodoo in blue. High five for me, please. What's the energy of this? Yeah, angry. That's why. Angry. Like someone's not going to defend their name. Come on. What's this in the reverse? Grey. Oh, stop it. And it says endings are inevitable, and it's by water. And funny enough, and both funny enough, I had a download. Somebody may have passed away by water, but this is in the reverse. And the reason why I said is because a recent download I had was middleman, grey area. Middleman, grey area. Well, what this is telling me now is I'm now seeing what the grey area is. Not was, is. And what's these other cards? Flower. Be honest with yourself. Card number 17. And for some, she's wearing yellow depicted in this picture. Be honest with yourself. It says, Princess, you can be your own knight. Save yourself. And this reminds me of the story of the 12 dancing princesses, where it says that the father locked them up in a particular room. Air energy. I say that because there's a sword. Card number 9, Phoenix. How's that for a happily ever after? Someone tried to steal somebody's identity. It reminds me of Rapunzel. Look how long the hair is. Of whosoever this is hair. In the yellow and orange hair. This voodoo in blue. Back off. Soldier down, soldier down. Someone's identity was taken. An illusion, confusion was set over this energy. I heard say less. I heard say less. Let me see. Tell me more about this energy of wish upon a star. In regards to the energy of this reading. Tell me more about this energy of wish upon a star. Sword. Make the change. Someone's cutting their hair in this mirror. Twin. Someone doesn't want to look like. Someone doesn't want to be like that mirroring energy. That free energy. There should have been 3, I'm hearing. Now it's only down to 2. The reason being is because one of these three wasn't divine. Turned bad. Cain and Abel kind of energy. I'm hearing made a true divine step forward. Tell me more about the energy of the 12 dancing princesses. Tell me more about the energy of the 12 dancing princesses. What's the energy of the street? It fell all over into this energy. Literally, I understand. Because the 12 dancing princesses, I feel, is this energy. Now we're figuring out the grey area. I wouldn't normally take all of these cards. I would kind of want to put them back, but I'm going to take it. It says sundress, do it for you. Free yourself is what I'm hearing. It says evil queen, free yourself from the evil queen. Look at the synchronicity here, 1 minute. It says you deserve sugar, not salt. False. Lighthouse, remember Rapunzel? Let down your hair. Don't doubt your worth. You're always enough. Notice the hair color. I'm hearing once you've been let out. It's that change, that whole shifting from being locked up in a dungeon to being out into the world. It's that whole shift of energy change. Adapting to your environment. And again, we've got nostalgia. Again, there's two energies here. Look at the galactic energy here of that wishing upon a star. There's a mermaid anyway. It says focused on the here and now. Oh wow. There's a reading that I put up and it says, I don't think it's in a private folder because basically it's disclosing all of this. But anyway, it says the hair, HERE/HARE and now. Because the download I was picking up was in that talk, because it wasn't with cards, it was just with talk. That's what this is, talk. Lip word. But anyway, was this is not for the swift but who can endure it. You know the rabbit and the hare? Was it the rabbit? No, the tortoise and the hare. The tortoise and the hare. It's like someone tried to slow you down. Then try to stop a high priestess from the red. They don't even know say a purple crown her head. Me say them they get them, me say them play with the dead. Me say the most I make me see that straight from me bed. Dream traveler. Deep connection with the Most High. Daydream energy. For me, you know, this kind of energy, daydream, they make the change. 7 and counting, 7 weeks and counting. Clover is at the bottom of the deck. Release your guilt. Card number 21. Break it down to a 3. Someone within this power of 3 will set you free, needs to release their guilt. I'm hearing because otherwise these things that's happening is going to continue to happen. Like nightmares of past life energy of what it is that you've actually done and continuing to do in this lifetime. I'm hearing that someone's conscious, because I go back down to the Pinocchio story. Where's his conscious? I swear Pinocchio had a conscious. He's sitting on it. Along with the wishes and the stars of the divine. So what's the intentions here of those who stole the wish? It went in the reverse, but it says go within. Hermit energy, go within. All the answers you seek are within you. When I was trying to decipher the energy that I was tapped into, because I knew it was a heavy energy, because I just knew. It's like I had to go deep within the world. 555. It's all about the healing of the little matchstick girl, and understand who I truly am and recognize these vultures for who they truly are. And once I saw and especially with a child energy, that was enough for me to take that pearl that I saw at the bottom of the sea, at the bottom of the well, and rise to the top. And because I remembered who I was, this evil queen couldn't hold me down there any longer, and that's why there's fear of exposure. Solitude, again, it's that same hermit energy. Love, I'm hearing bring love into the situation. Someone's being emotionally hurt, those are the two cards. Support, there's the 3 again. Or someone's got their back to this, notice the back. I'm noticing too much. This energy here don't look too be careful of who's in your boat rowing with you. Regardless. Tell me more about the energy of the 2 little witches in regards to the energy of this reading. Trust. I'm hearing weariness, but there's trust. There's weariness, but there's trust. But there's also a distrust for those who hasn't got love in their heart. For those who doesn't know about going within. And truth hadn't finished. Truth. And the truth, me I gotta see, nothing as Empress, upcoming High Priestess. Tell me more about this energy of this blue, this voodoo blue. Tell me more about this energy of this voodoo blue. What's the intention? Intention. I'm hearing someone's trying to make you out to be an evil queen. Breaking free fell in the reverse where it says open heart. So it says open heart, deep connection, water blessings, dream traveler, sword, make the change. It fell over in that energy in the reverse. Someone's not going to be able to break free from what their conscience is telling them in their own dream state, as I said before. Tell me more about the energy of this truth. What's the truth in this situation in regards to this voodoo blue energy? I'm hearing soul snatcher. That's why they've got no soul. Sold it. It says listen and stay honest with yourself in what it is that what you hear. If you listen, and that's what I was guided to do one time when I was listening to a live. And this is when I stopped listening. I just stopped channeling altogether. I don't think I've heard the voice since then. Trust me. I was on one live and I was guided to say nothing. So I, again, just like I did when I heard that instruction, don't ask why, it will be revealed. I heard the very similar instruction when I tapped into that live. It says say nothing. I said okay, confirmation. So I said okay, and I listened all the way right to the end. Then I heard, where's your manners? It was just like that. So I gave thanks, and the facial expression, LOL, it was almost like there was a ghost that was seen. Why? Because I heard my life story being told right before my eyes. and I just laughed. I got straight out of that bitch. 2 cards just fell to the ground, and it says, seeing through the illusion of the confusion. Most definitely, that was confirmation for me, along with other things. Ludi, blackjack, that's how me nest. Me live my life like, oh, me play chess. Because sometimes people will say that you're crazy, you know, if you just say these little things that you're seeing, these little signs and synchronicities. People say, oh, you're crazy. They try to make it look all politically correct to fit their own agenda. So sometimes you have to just leave things alone, because you've got time to go back and forward with the devil. That's long. The truth will reveal itself. That's all you have to do, is let it out and it will reveal itself. This hasn't come through so strong yet, even though I knew it existed, but I haven't seen it come through in a reading so strong yet, and I see it coming through so strong in other readers as well. So this is a collective energy. Those who's been working in the dark is being revealed right now. They're going to be exposed. Balance is being restored. That energetic raising of the consciousness is about to happen, and it's going to surprise everybody. The shift, 555 energy of what's about to come. And this is the reason why these energies are in fear of exposure, and why they sound ridiculous when they're trying to politically defend themselves, as they will call it. It sounds like manipulation to me. But who am I to judge? Have to tell little white lies in order to get the truth. You know when they say you have to play fool to catch wise? Yeah. You have to play fool to catch wise. And then you will see. When me now look, me I hear, me I see. When me now listen, I can hear. Tell me more about this energy of breaking free. Hearing the reverse. I'm hearing dream tampering. Keep on hearing it. And it's falling over here. And it says, remember say you have your angels and ancestors. I watch over you like a movie. Blockbuster. Not never know so them is a samurai fighter. Not never know so them a carry for them sniper. So, for me daughter, me no want you for keep track. Remember say you have your angels and ancestors. Remember say you have them picnic there, you are them keeper. Remember say you have them picnic there, you are them keeper. What them call me Reefy, but that's a for the friends and that's a for the family. Transformation, realization. You're protected. Simple as. 2, 2. Break it down to 4. Transformations, realizations are coming. Regardless of all of the confusions and the competitive and the envy and the jealousy and all of this and all of that, 41, break it down to 5. The only card round there in the upright. Do it for you. Do it for your own. Say, break yourself free from being out in the cold, from not being in that circle of free. The power of free will set you free. Charmed. That what made Tugger Man a brother, though? I don't know. Let's see. Stephen, I'm in. Me say me go up until around 10:15. It no make no sense that you jumped the fence. And this is when I was asking about the energy that was being sent to you in order to kill or be killed. The vulnerable energy that was being taken advantage of. And I said that would make it a sister, wouldn't it? And look what come out. That's that stalker energy where somebody may jump your fence instead of just knocking on the door, where they're already welcome. What's this card again? Trust. Yeah, broken of a trust, because it fell on this card and I realized that. So it's like there's a distrust here. There's a distrust. Trust is broken, is what I'm hearing. The trust is broken. This is about inner light, inner love. Set the boundary, set it high like a dove. Anything after that, a blessing from above. Him tell me, say, him gonna make it fit like a glove. Tell me more about this energy of love here in the reverse. Why is love here in the reverse? We are the creation of the next generation. Teach them at this time, then no hesitation. Starvation, foundation, plantation, education, manipulation, stagnation, liberation. This is possibly to do with a child. It's what's made somebody's heart kind of cold, shut off. Tell me more about this energy of love here in the reverse. Or it could just be that someone's not being a very good example for the next generation. Tell me more about this energy of love here in the reverse. In regards to this energy. Beware of resentment. Beware of a resentful, I can't make it up, sibling, cousin, childhood friend. And it fell over in this direction here of the phoenix. I'm hearing somebody long time don't see. Wow. Tell me more about this energy of love here in the reverse. Whose child needs protecting and from who? Karmic. I wear my son tea. And what if me a year say you're pulling from the bed, from the she karmic. I wear my son tea. Balance, stability, standing firm. Oh, so sick. Your best friend could be your worst enemy. Only a friend knows your secret and only a friend can reveal it. I'm hearing about a loss of a child that wasn't brought forward because of the imbalance of the conditions around. There was no trust, no truth within the situation. Tell me more about this energy of this voodoo blue. Spare the rod and spoil the child. Beware of, so this voodoo blue card number 22 felt like the black sheep of the family. Possibly was physically abused. Beware of sibling and cousin, childhood friends. Wasn't seen as the same, a bit different. I noticed there's blue in the hair. Could have just dressed differently from the others. Tell me more about this energy of voodoo blue. Back off. I knew there was more to come out. So again, look, confirmation. Can't make it up. It actually says black sheep. It says black sheep, outcast, opinion does not count, doesn't matter. And again it says, promiscuous, numb, young and irresponsible. We are the creation of the next generation. Teach them in them times there. You understand? And it fell on that card. So somebody may have had a child young, robbed of their innocence in an unjust way, which has literally broke their heart from the inside out, shattered, which has caused them to make choices which is unearthly. You should listen your soul to the Lord, oh God. It's almost like there's like I said in one of my downloads, I pick up energies of 3 rings, each being attached, each energy being attacked by each ring is what I'm picking up right now. So one sold themselves to the devil in order not to be attacked by one of the rings, and the other 2 is being attacked by the other 2 rings. So who's being ricocheted with the other ring? Okay, because it has to go somewhere. That's how karma works. Who's being ricocheted with what this energy sold? Sound healing, just scream. That's what someone wants to do right now, and that's what this looks like to me. Like someone just wants to scream. Someone could have, I can't remember the term of the skin condition, but if you notice, there's she's got 2 different tones. It's on the tip of my tongue. Tell me more about this energy of breaking free. Tell me more about this. Always fighting against life choices, spiritual beliefs. Who are you? Where are you going? And how are you going to get there? Someone's conscience is banging. But that's the Most High. That's angels and ancestors nudging you to do the right thing for the sake of your soul. I'm hearing before it's too late for your soul, because it has to ricochet somewhere. Bottom of the deck. Observing and obsessing. Live by example. I can't make it up. I'm going to read the energy of this card where it says defend to the end. It's a bit of a long read up, so bear with me. So it says here, beneath the illusions, pretty as they may seem, you know what is real. Beneath the lies, sweet, though they may sound, you know what is worthwhile. All that is genuinely and truly essential for the heart to throb. With life is worthwhile. Anything that dulls it or suffocates it, vibrates aliveness, must be questioned, challenged, and more lightly cast aside. For the heart is our key to living an authentic life. What is there once that is compromised without its foundation of truth? We are to be forever lost in confusion, doubt, and despair. You are a sacred warrior, a defender of the heart. You have cried genuine tears of your own grief and always the grief of the world. You have raised an injustice and oppression in your own life, and in the world you have felt the need to protect the presence of love. For whilst it is exceptionally powerful, it can too easily be smothered under lies and fear. The sacred warrior must not heed the dangerous voices that say, oh, stop being so sensitive, stop making such a big deal out of things. Love is the biggest deal there is. What else is worth being so sensitive, not chipped away by fear, criticism, doubt, or untruths? Even if others find the unflinching honesty of your feelings difficult to handle, even if those feelings are expressed with gentleness and compassion, The sacred warrior honors the task of being more faithful to love than anything else. This includes the fear of loss. Actually, it includes the fear of anything at all. This oracle brings guidance to honor even the smallest steps in your path of the sacred warrior. They are no less important than the more noticeable or dramatic actions on your path. One single misstep can begin a landslide of great devastation. Being vigilant, and I said that earlier, with what is meaningful and what is truthful, even in the smallest and seemingly most insignificant ways, strengthens the sacred warrior and prevents darkness from gaining a stronghold from the inside. The darkness will be intelligent and sneaky. It will tell you that it doesn't matter, that this one time you can forget what you promised, that you are just one person and that you can't make a difference anyway. The darkness will lure you into sleepy oblivion and dull your life. If you allow it to, the sacred warrior within will fight with love and honor to be the true to what has meaning and never ever allow it to be cast aside. Even if it seems easier in the moment, the sacred warrior finds joy and humor in life to prevent the seriousness of the task from stifling the heart that just wants to live and be free. That joy brings strength to the warrior, an expanded, relaxed awareness that can sense the presence of fear, whether it is masked as anger, hate, or doubt, and immediately responded to it with fierce compassion. The sacred warrior will not allow fear to gain a stronghold within the heart. This oracle has special guidance for you. You are being asked to stay strong and stand your ground. This might be in a big emotional journey that feels like the fight of your life. It may be a matter that does not seem to hold much importance. Perhaps, for example, you are contemplating an idea that you feel could be something, but those around you declare it is nothing. Too much, impractical, too little, or too much. However, what is happening or soon will be happening is worthwhile. So hold tight. Ask for help through the healing process below. Stay true to the sacred warrior of love that you are, and defend to the end all that is worthwhile. This oracle card gains even more significance for you if you have also drawn the oracle of new birth, guarded vigilantly in your reading. If you intuitively feel guided to read the message for that card, do so after you complete the healing process below. Put your hand on your heart and say, I call upon the sacred warriors of unconditional love. I ask for your support, protection, assistance, and intervention on my behalf. Through unconditional love, that what is truly worthwhile for the light and life of the heart. Be protected and preserved within me and in the world for the greater good. Through my own free will, so be it. Repeat up to 3 times if you wish. This can be said once or twice daily during times when you feel that you are fighting to be heard, fighting to salvage your creative ideas from the critical voices of others, or fighting for your right to simply be yourself and live your truth in the world. You can also use it for any other purpose that feels worthwhile to your heart. These declarations have power. Use that power freely and with great joy. And as I was reading that, is why I kind of lost my thought for a minute. You know, like when you're in certain movies, like horror movies, let's say, and there's something that you need to say in order to set yourself free. Like in Charmed, it was the power of 3 will set you free. The power of 3 will set you free. Everything happens in 3. You have to say it in 3. But what I'm going down to is this was the energy of 3. And I go back down to when I said I'm hearing right now, everything is going to be revealed within a journal. Everything is going to be revealed within a journal. And I'm going back now to the download I had just before I came off of my Empress Earth Wisdom channel. Just before I came off of my Empress Earth Wisdom channel, and I done a reading in regards to an energy of a long lost sibling, a doppelganger. That's when I learnt the word doppelganger. This was an energy of 3, possibly an energy of 12, but this was an energy of 3. 3 people was needing to build and work together in regards to the energy of this reading, but somebody sold their soul to the devil. But my question is, where is it ricocheted to? Because if these 2 are taken on their task and their mission, one mission, one aim, that's a bit stay in a million. The vibes that tell me say we could have won a flame. Every single day me try to take back the claim. Me no want nobody call out my name. First, me take myself out of the game. Then, me take myself out of the frame. My voice is going. But it just shows myself how I'm just stuck on. So where's it ricochet to? Deep. Deep. Let's get one of these cards in regards to this voodoo blue energy. So we've got fairies, card number 2810, words. And then we've got dawn in the golden hair, duty. Duty bound is what I'm hearing. But I also feel like that was something wrong. So let's go again. One card in regards to this energy. And I say no more. Okay, so I say no more. This came out, and I said this word here, learn, whatever it's called, voice. It reminds me of liar. Again, it's card number 10. Break it down. 37. There's some kind of lie in regards to a child. I don't know. I will read it though. You know when you kind of half pick up on the energy already, but you know when I say not my monkey, not my circus. Card number 37. Mirroring energy. There's a slight white lie I'm hearing. Each to their own. Each to their own. So I picked up the wrong book. That could well be significant. They look the same. So it says, out with you upon the wild waves. Children of the king, henceforth your cries shall be with the flocks of birds. In this haunting tale from Ireland, we learn of 5 kings battling to rule over the Danube. I believe that's the area. The people of the land, sometimes called fairy. One ruler is chosen, but one king walks from the gathering proclaiming himself their chief, in protest at the choice of the people, and to appease him in time, and to ease the suffering he has at death of his first wife in childbirth. The chief offers him his foster daughter to wed, and the king agrees, and is brought into the clan more closely, proving the wisdom and the patience of the great king of that town, let's say. It says they have 4 children, a beautiful girl with long fair arms, a handsome boy, and 2 twins. Who the wife dies giving birth to, again, the kingdom is threatened by the grieving and the loss, and so the second foster daughter of the great chief weds the heartbroken king, and for a time she loves him and cherishes her. Oh boy. It says nieces and nephews, but she grows jealous of his love for them, falls into a fever and hits them with a druid rod of hazel, turning them into swans who must live for 900 years, in 3 different places for 300 years. 300 years. History made me know me, is it? Anyway. At a time, they return their human voices and sensibility, and they sing more beautifully than any bird. They are able to stay with each other, and due to their beauty and their voices, they are loved by many. The one who cursed them is punished to become a witch of the air, which she remains to this day. And in time, the children of Lur see all their loved ones pass, witness the retreat of the and see the coming of the monks of the Christ. They are finally freed from their enchantment by gentle Christian monks, and when they reclaim their human form, they are so ancient that he baptizes them immediately, seeing they are about to perish, and they die within seconds of being human again. The children of Leah entered their graves together, the sister holding each brother under her arms and upon her breast, just as she did for 900 years when they were swans. Wow, I just remember the vision I had where there was a lake, a young energy in the woods. This was dressed in a wedding dress. It was a very quick vision, but what I remember was the feeling, and the feeling was of sadness. Like, what the hell was this little young girl doing in a wedding dress? Didn't make sense to me, but I understood, you know. But the girl had her head down, looking into the lake, and it troubled me when I come out of that vision. It troubled me massively. And months down the line, I kind of had thought of that vision again, and I heard to myself, because I've got a lazy eye, so one of my eyes sways. Yeah. So I heard, if that little girl looked up at me within that vision, I would have been scared to see that was me in a past life. So that was one of my past life visions I've had. So yeah. Anyway, it says, because swans, anyway. So it says, this card is here to remind you of the eternal nature of your soul, that while lifetimes will shift and change, and you will transform from one incarnation to another, your soul is on a journey, and you are more than what takes place within this one lifetime. Your soul is ages old, has already traveled so far, and soon you will understand at least a part of the current journey, far more than you do at present. This card will also remind you that it is natural for your belief system to evolve and even radically alter throughout one lifetime. You are most of all, allowed to follow the direction the journey of your soul is taking you in. It's all down to choice. Good versus evil. Your form may change, but your voice remains. Use your voice to speak your story. Shift from one faith to another. Releasement from a long family burden. Wisdom to stay together with loved ones. Suffering will end. You are loved no matter your form. And now I understand why I was triggered into this 4-day meditation, because what I tapped into could possibly be some kind of, I don't know, let me just say it nicely, child ring. When I wrote it down as a download, I abbreviated it to, you know, like how you would say FBI. Well, I said P/D dot I, but it wasn't just I. Let me go back, because I feel like that's significant right now. Right here in front of me, but can I see it? Because I can see where I writ the 3 different groups, and it has to be, but anyway, that's how I abbreviated it. Oh yeah, see, so it says PD file ring. So I'm abbreviating it. So P for Papa, D for Delta, / file ring. And that was when I was led to read the scripture. Let me be very mindful. Led to read the scripture, Matthew 7 verse 16. Funny enough, it was actually on the 16th that this download just flooded into me, and all the dots started to align. All for one, or one for all. Now it's changed, if you notice, because balance is now being restored. Everything is connected in this situation, some way, shape or form. Call me crazy. Call me crazy if you wish, but these cards are flying out and telling a story for themselves. I'm just talking on the behalf of, this is a triggering reading. But it's something that needs to come out. I'm more than okay to take on the energy of the reading. More than okay to take on the energy of the reading. I'm just triggered because I'm in the energy of the reading. But once whatever needs to be exposed comes out, I will know when it's time to stop. I can feel it's almost time. Tell me more about the energy. Here is Cinderella. Of the children of Lear, sorry, I said Cinderella. Healing the heart and close encounters. Look. Come on, I just can't make it up. There's a butterfly trapped in a cage. Someone tried to trap your transformation. Swap. Soldier down, soldier down. I had the visions a couple of years ago when I was talking with somebody, and it almost felt, I actually said, it's coming like Cancerian energy in the galactic energy, because as it is above, tied up a Libra energy and put it around the corner of a planet or something and took its place. And that was just me joking. I didn't even know what I was saying, but now I do. It makes sense now. Card number 10, that's the overdose. Whatever that plan was, it's overdose. I'm hearing 10 years. Whatever plan was set around the energy or conception, fertility of a child, it's over. That's where it ricocheted to. Whatever you sold, soul-wise, it ricocheted onto another generation. Selfish. Card again, 23. That's what's blocking up the heart. The guilt of what a mothering energy may have done. And there's a need to release that energy, because otherwise it's going to keep drowning you. Breaking free. You're not able to break free from your dream state and your conscience that you're sitting on. You're sitting on the truth. Tell me more about the energy around these two little witches. What's the energy around these two little witches? Soulmate energy. Even go as far to say twin flame energy. Twin flame doesn't have to be a romantic connection. It says the storyteller. Come on. And look where it bounced off to. Right on top of the voodoo blue card number 22. What's this next card in the reverse? Shining through. It's in the reverse. Someone's telling somebody else's story, and it don't sound authentic because it's not your story to tell. Card number 17. Card number 30. Look at this, honestly. Oh, I can't make this up. Remember, yeah, this is card number 30. Should have been 3 here, but one sold themselves to the devil. Yeah? This card came out in the reverse. Card number 30. You can't shine through if you sold your soul and your heart is black. You can't tell somebody else's story and make it sound true and authentic when you don't have no idea where it's stemming from. You've got no oomph behind it. You only know my name and not my story. Not even my chart. Right here, people are disgusting. Tell me more about the energy here of the 12 dancing princesses. Endless possibilities. Endless possibilities. Card number 38. Break it down again to 11. Break it down again to 1. You broke free because now you're in endless possibilities. Why? Because all is being revealed. Your enemies have been exposed. And we're talking about on a soulful level and an earthly level. Tell me more about this energy of defend to the end. Worthwhile. Defend to the end. Worthwhile. There's a lot to have to defend to the end, and you're going to need courage to do so. Courage. Waken the lion. Remember what I said I titled it? Who wakes a praying lioness? Higher view is what's being seen in this situation. Even through the chaos, even through drowning at the bottom of the sea where they try to trap you. They say, oh fuck, I can't make it up. Why? Because they're being exposed and revealed. Look at their eye. They've got eyes in all corners of your home, but don't mind them. Let them spy. I spy. Evil eye. Who that apply? You are boring. Literally, you're boring. Look, earth magic. Someone's being buried underground. I saw this in a dream. 2018, 19. Within an animal. I'm also hearing. That's how deep this is. But it's being restored. It's being restored. As crazy as that may sound, it's being restored. Card number 1. And literally, because I can hear myself being triggered on this, so I'm just going to pull a spirit card. What's the message for those who's resonating with the energy? This defend energy. Alright, let me some light on this. So it says, "There is you. The simple yet powerful law of cause and effect means everything is in relationship. Everything is in relationship. Every action on earth has a consequence, and even in the spirit world, there are consequences for every action taken on your behalf. Right now, you're facing conditions that were set in motion by past decisions. Consequences are coming into being in your favor. They will remind you that making good choices and listening to your intuition pay off. If some things are little off and uncertain, know that whatever you are facing, you can step beyond it just by using your imagination. That's me, daydreaming, and acting on that instead of reacting to what is being presented. Everything you think and do has far-reaching reverberations in the web of life. Move to a higher ground and have faith that what goes around comes around. The universe is always self-corrected anyway. Isn't that amazing? I just want to bring it close enough so look at this. I don't even know if I can get a focus on it for you. Bring it a bit closer in case you want to pause and read what this says. Confirmation for the realization of the manipulation from the foundation